A C-130, operating as Air Main Island Flight 618, is preparing a routine flight from Beach City Airport to Field Airport. This aircraft will carry 20,202 kilograms. At 2:29 p.m., the crew is now boarding the aircraft. On board the aircraft is Captain James Williamson, who has 12,309 flight hours, including 3,508 on the C-130. Alongside with his first officer, Robert Havenson, who has 9,513 flight hours, including 1,318 on the C-130, and he has joined the airline in 2010. And second officer Maya Gracia has the most experience with over 14,599 flight hours, including 3,580 on the C-130, and joined the airline in 1999. And the flight engineer is Michael Smith, who is age 51 and has 8,315 flight hours, including 1,305 flight hours on the C-130, and joined the airline in 2008. At 14:41, the aircraft starts up its engines.
Main 618 cleared to taxi via Alpha runway, 26R wind, 6 knots 261 degrees in direction.
OK Main 618 cleared to taxi via Alpha runway 26 or wind 6 knots to 161 degrees.
If you're a C-130 pilot, then you might have seen this thing in the C-130 cockpit. It's called the rudder wheel, and it's used to steer the aircraft just like the rudder pedals. At 14:57, the aircraft starts its takeoff roll. The captain is setting the autopilot to 4,000 meters. At 15:30, the master caution sounded, warning the pilots that reverse thrust will fail. But the pilots ignored that.
Hey, we got an alarm. You shouldn't ignore it. I'll leave it alone.
Finally, at 15:41 p.m., the aircraft is approaching Field Airport, runway 33.
Disengaging the autopilot.
At 15:43, the aircraft touches down at Field Airport, runway 33. But the aircraft is not slowing down.
Turn off the engines. I said turn off the engines.
Turning it off.
Systems damaged.
This crash was similar to Red Wings Flight 9 to 68. The cause was that during its flight, the Adairu had failed. A part of it only, not the whole Adairu. And among all the 4 people in the cockpit, only one survived, and that was the flight engineer who had saw it, leaving the only 3 behind. Another cause was that the captain was very rude.